I'm Ray Pardini Matson, and this is the Coffee Monday podcast. Here, we talk about all the things, the messy, the meaningful, and everything in between that fuels your week. I sit down with people who are figuring it out, leveling it up, and keeping it real all along the way. All right, friends, let's pour into it. Taylor Ellsworth, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Such a treat.
Yes, it's so fun to be here with you.
And tell me, is formal title founder of Blanc Beauty?
Honestly, I don't even know what I'm like the only one there. So
I love it.
I don't really know what the name would be.
Have you, speaking of content, have you seen those reels that are like, just another day at the office, and it's like the one person, one man show, right? Content creator. Yep, that's me. Yep,
Yeah, it's me.
Whatever.
That's exactly what it is. Right? I mean, I do have some. My dad is a generous and has allowed me to use people from his team, but
So great.
But besides that, and just a lot of women show right now. So
I love it.
So yeah, all the time.
It was so fun. And you have 4 beautiful children. I mean, when you're 5th, we're not finding out what you're having. It's exciting.
Guys, but I was telling you, I'm certain it's a boy. So 38 weeks today. So
Tell me why, I'm curious. Tell me why you think that.
oh my gosh, because I feel like I have this Holy Spirit tingle. Like the Lord literally has revealed to me all the genders of my babies, and they were all correct, even with my daughter. So I remember I got pregnant with her, and I already had 3 boys, and I told everybody, I'm pregnant, and it's a girl. God told me it's a girl. And they're like, okay, yeah, honey. Like, you just really get it, girl. Like, calm down. No, we did find out. I did an alcohol blood test, and it said boy. So then we announced, and we told everybody it was a boy.
Stop it.
But in my heart, I was like, I don't know. I thought I heard God tell me it was a girl, and like, I trusted it. And then it was a girl. So,
And you found out later ultrasound or
yeah,
something?
the 20-week ultrasound. Gosh, I had the chill. So
I have heard that the blood test isn't always truly
I did an at-home one, so it's probably not as accurate. If you go to the doctor, I'm sure it's sterile and it's fine. I have male DNA just all over me. You just can't get it all. So I think that was
right.
to
You
test
test
that.
out.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was neat. It was use your air. But yeah, so I just kind of like felt it, and we go with it. And simply saying,
Healthy baby, most important.
yes,
That is really sweet.
yeah,
And you're due in a few weeks, right?
yeah, 2 weeks.
Wow. So by the time this episode airs, you will have had your baby. So exciting.
Yes,
We'll get
yes.
everybody posted. So fun. So how has that been, building your family and this brand from the ground up, like at the same time?
Oh my gosh.
No, it's a loaded question.
It's been the craziest journey of my life, truly. I mean, it's been so transformative. I've learned so much. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, you said too, and I know we've talked about it before, you've had the idea for Blanc for years, right? Like, so when did that start? Because truly, I commend you, and we'll get into this. A lot of people have ideas. And a lot of friends have had ideas. They never actually bring them to fruition. So, first of all, major props to you for doing that. So, having a vision and deciding to make it real. Because it's so easy and so many steps to getting to that place to just be like, I'm good.
Yeah, the idea is the fun part, right?
Totally.
It's so fun to be creative and brainstorm and have ideas, but when you actually have to put legs to it, that's where it's really, that's everything. What do you do with that idea? But honestly, it's a long journey, because I've been wanting to be an entrepreneur my whole entire life. I can't even count how many ideas I've had. I have had so many ideas.
I love that.
And they're so funny when I think back on them now. And they weren't bad ideas, honestly.
Did you act on any of them? Have you had other businesses or ventures before?
None of them have made it this far. I mean, I was working on them, and I think the immaturity too, perseverance, like I didn't have that trait yet to endure and to keep going. But I had so many ideas, and a lot of them were actually really good ideas, but I just, or for whatever reason, it just didn't take off, didn't work, never got on the ground. Mm-hmm. And so then I graduated college, I got married, and I still didn't have my idea, but I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And then I decided to go to law school, because I was like, well, I want to do something. I was just kind of not really doing anything right now. So I decided to pursue law. And then the first year of law school, I just felt like that nudge in my heart where I was just like, man, if I do law school for 3 years and then a year to take the bar and then have to get into a firm and start, getting some experience and getting some practice because you can't just pass the bar and then, drop the ball. So I was like, well, when am I going to have time to like have a family and have children? Yeah. So I just felt called to drop out of law school and start pursuing family. Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it was cool. I did learn a lot that first year and I did enjoy it. But
I have heard the first year is like one of the hardest stuff.
yeah,
Is that true, you think?
I think so, because I think with regular schooling, like the answers aren't super like complex. It's not a trick question. Like you read the book, you study the material, you kind of know the answers to the test.
Okay.
Where law school is much more complex than that. Like it's not like, okay, answers this, like write it down. It's a lot more, but it does train you to think differently and in a good way.
Great.
So I did take a lot from that first year. I'm glad I went. But so so then I was, I dropped out of law school and I was kind of scared to start having children. So I was like, man, what am I going to do in the meantime?
Yeah.
And so, but during all that, I had this big tub of coconut oil and I would use it to take my makeup off. And I had acne and it seriously made my skin the best it's ever been. My skin was glowing. All my acne was gone. I loved it. But coconut oil is kind of tough because it solidifies when the temperature's cold in your house or wherever. So it was such a mess to try to get into my hands and warm it up. So it was like,
so you take a little bit, you warm it up so that it's essentially oil. And then you would just,
like a base.
Kind of. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And so then it would get everywhere. Yeah, through the sink floor. Such a mess. But I just loved the results so much. I think I got the idea from like Ariana Grande and Priyanka Chopra. They both said they used coconut oil to take their makeup off and they swore by it. Amazing. So I copied them and started doing it. But then my husband every week was getting a bunch of Drano, unclogging the drains. And he was like, you have to stop doing this because it would solidify. I'd water my face and that would solidify in the drain. So I was like, oh, you know what? I love this. This is like the best beauty hack I've ever had in my life. I cannot give it up. I was doing, nothing now at the time. So then I was like, okay, I love this. This isn't working the way it is. So what solution can I have here? Yeah. And so then coconut wine came to be.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
It's great. I love it.
Coffee Monday friends, let's talk smiles for a second. Because if you've ever been curious about doing Invisalign or possibly getting braces, highly recommend Thurman Orthodontics as the place to go. From day one, you're treated like family there. Dr. Brian Thurman and his amazing team make orthodontic care feel approachable, fun, and just genuinely supportive overall while still delivering incredible proven results. When you walk in the door, you're greeted with beautiful smiles in the lobby. As you enter the back when you're getting your exam or potentially getting your Invisalign trays again or sort of, restored, there's fun music playing. The team feels like they love their job and are having a good time. And I feel like that energy is translated to their patients as well. They offer both Invisalign and braces for teens and adults. And for parents, this is important. Kids should have their first orthodontic evaluation around age 7. So Thurman Orthodontics provides this thing. It's a fun thing. It's called Kids Club, where they offer free checkups until their treatment begins. Right now, when you mention Coffee Monday podcast, you'll receive $1,000 off a full treatment. And yes, that includes braces and Invisalign, which is super generous. So don't forget to mention Coffee Monday podcast when you get your assessment. And if if you're feeling like you're wanting to potentially tweak a little something, or you've had braces before and you want to get your teeth realigned like I did, highly recommend Invisalign. So if a confident smile is something that's important to you, Thurman Orthodontics is definitely the place to welcome you.
So great. Yeah. Sidebar, I really do. I love your wipes. They are amazing. And I have really sensitive skin. I break out easily. And when I use new wipes, sometimes I get styes. Nothing.
Okay.
And it takes off all the makeup. Really
it does. It takes off so good. Yeah. And cleanliness, pure ingredients.
Yes.
I'm what they call crunchy, where I really care about the ingredients and quality of the products you put on you. I say I'm crunchy when I'm lazy. So I'm like, I want the wipe. I want the luxury convenience.
That's so relatable.
But I don't want to compromise on the ingredients. So it does have the highest standard of ingredients, and it's EWG verified, which makes that that cleaning standard.
Which is amazing. And I saw recently you were part of their like test kit, right?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. EWG's been great to work with.
Yeah.
They've been awesome.
Yeah.
And I've loved them for years. I mean, every product for my home, for my skincare, anything, I go to EWG's database.
So I started doing that after talking with Natalie.
Yeah.
I was like, she knows what she's talking about. I have very sensitive skin too. So I started with beauty products.
Yeah.
Same. But for those that don't know what that is, can you explain that a little bit more? Like what EWG is and what it means to be verified?
It's Environmental Working Group. So they basically evaluate and look at all sorts of ingredients, and that's household, beauty, toiletries, there's a food, there's a wide category. And they basically just give ratings on these ingredients. Mm-hmm. So like this ingredient it tells you all the risks. Like this ingredient has been proven to cause cancer or all these other toxic things that could happen. And so it just really breaks down each ingredient and why you should or shouldn't use it, and kind of like gives it an A, B, C, or D on the health scale. So when you have basically all A's and all your ingredients, then you get EWG verified because your product meets the standard of safety that they approve. So
amazing.
Yeah. And it was super important to me to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to make something that's going to be bad for people.
Yeah. So I think this goes without saying, but just to reiterate, like what does set Blanc Beauty wipes away, from others? Like what sets them apart from others, I guess, in many ways.
Yeah.
Let's talk through that a little bit.
So I think it's, a lot of us, we grew up using makeup remover wipes, right? Like that's what we did. Balms were not a thing. And so I'm just comfortable with my wipes. Like I want the makeup remover wipes. But Neutrogena burned my eyes. That was really the one, that's like everybody used.
Yeah.
And I was so comfortable with that, but it burned my eyes. It made my skin red and irritated and dry, cracked. And I just never got into the balms because I felt like I was using so much product.
Yeah.
I don't even know if my face is clean. And then I'm scrubbing with more face wash. So I feel like I was just using so much product and I didn't really still cleaned up afterwards. So I think what makes Blanc different is one, it's called a flow pack. Like that's like this traditional pack right here with the 25. That, which I like, that we call it flow pack.
Okay.
So that actually, there's never been another flow pack that was like an oil-based wipe in that form. So there are other oil wipes in singles that I saw in the market when I was originally creating the product. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I don't want to just make a single out the gate because that's been done before. And for me, everyday use, I don't want to rip open packaging every single day. I want to use the wipes daily, right?
Makes sense.
Makeup. Yeah. So I was determined to make it in a flow pack. I was like, if I can't make it in a traditional makeup pack, then I'm not going to do it. Mm-hmm. And it took me 6 years.
Yeah.
Because just the customization of the formula, the complexity of the oil, getting into the wipes, like it took 6 years to develop this product.
Well, and then you have to test it in certain climates, right?
Oh yeah. It has to pass stability testing. It has to be able to withstand heat and cold. Did you know all this? I'm like, oh, I knew nothing. I was just like, this will be so
So you learned. So 6 years later.
Yeah. Now it'll be 7 years in May.
Wow.
But yeah, 6 years until it was ready to go. I'll never forget when I got the call that it was ready and like, okay, your product's done. I was like, what? Because when I started this, I was a newlywed. Yeah. And when I got the call, it was ready to go. I was just the same exact week found out I was pregnant with my first baby. So it was just like, oh my gosh, now's the time. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. But I was already in it. I already invested all this time and effort and energy in my heart. So I'm like, I have to go for it. I have to right now.
Yeah. Well, okay. So what advice do you have for somebody that, thinks that these sort of things will be more immediate and can get discouraged all the way? Like that's a long time, Taylor.
Yeah.
6 years.
So long. It's so
like I think even 3 years is a long time.
Yes.
For somebody to start a product and go to market, like that takes, we get it, right?
Yeah.
The whole realm wasn't built in a day. We understand. But what advice would you have for somebody that's like, going through what you went through as far as like just it taking a long time and you have to be patient with the process and perfect and all the things?
Honestly, I think that's the only way. Like with life in general, I don't think it's like the short-term work for the short-term gain, long-term investment for maybe a longer-term gain. Like, I feel like just, I think there's greater room for reward even the more you put into it. And not saying that you should like aim to work for 6 years at something, but I do think that we shouldn't be seeking instant gratification so quickly with things. If you have an idea and something on your heart, you have to go for it no matter how long it takes, because when it does happen one day, you'll be so thankful that you did it. And honestly, the weird thing with time is like, it goes by so fast.
It really does.
I mean, it's a thing. 6 years in the moment felt like eternity, but it was just one day at a time, one step at a time, one decision at a time, one open door at a time. Like, it just kept being one small door opening at a time. It was never a wide, huge open door. It was one step, one small thing.
Yeah.
One light at the end of the tunnel that you can barely see, but okay, let me just go for it. Mm-hmm. And then now, about to year 7, it's so funny. It's been like opportunity after opportunity, door open after door open. And it's like, where is this coming from? Because there was 6 years of almost nothing, like no movement to here we are. Yeah, to where we are. Well, it goes like that.
You've been coming out with a bang. I love all the content you're putting out.
Thanks.
The events that you threw recently for Galentine's is a dream.
Yeah, so fun.
Thank you for having me. It was such a treat. It really was. And it's funny too, because like now the general public is seeing it for the first time. Like, oh, this is a new product. You're thinking to yourself, this is not new. This has been around for quite some time, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, it is really funny. Like, you just kind of slam on, like, because you're like, oh my gosh, this project almost took me out. Like, I'm like, even though it's brand new and seems like it's just starting, I'm kind of like, I'm almost done, because I'm like, this has been so heavy and so much to get here.
Yeah.
But, it's new fuel, it's new momentum, and love. It's exciting, but it's also so humbling, the time, the effort, the energy, and the work, because it's like, no one can really take full credit to themselves, There were so many people along the way that encouraged me and helped me, and, I wouldn't have been able to do it alone. And I think humility is a really great gift. And I think it's just nice to just be a part of the group, be a part of the team, be a part of just, we're all trying our best, and we all have dreams we want to go for, and to have grace when people, and to support people when they are going for their dreams. I think that's been one of the coolest things this year, has been seeing the people that have shown up for me.
And it's so great.
It's been the sweetest, I think that has touched me and meant more to me than anything else. That was just the support.
Yeah.
From people.
I mean, the whole cheesy women lifting up women up sounds cheesy, sounds cliche, but there is something like so powerful about that.
Yeah, no, it's not cheesy at all.
It's like we live in this world where everybody feels like there's initially a competitive, the church, the people.
Yeah.
It's like, but there's room for everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody brings their sort of personal spin to it. And then I look at you, you launched a beauty brand. How saturated is the beauty brand, but how different is your product from others that are similar to yours, right? So like, there's still room for so much more, but I think people like get hung up on like, you have to choose and you have to sort of like, Well, also I think consumers innately want something new. I think that's true. Or want to change. Like, think about the most popular skincare beauty brands today. Like, even though, yes, the beauty market is so saturated, and that is something to consider. It's like people get bored of the same brand. People get bored of the same site. We're creatures of change. We want new stuff. Like the brands that I think of now that's up to it, about them 3 years ago, not even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, and then I think about that for baby stuff, like the baby industry, that you're in like the thick of it, right?
Yeah.
Like my oldest is 8, my youngest is 4. The stuff that's out now was not even out. Oh my gosh, I know, when they were babies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in every category. Literally.
Yeah.
Today's episode is brought to you by Buddy's Citrus. And if you know me, you know this one is truly a staple in our house. My daughter Liv is obsessed with mandarins, specifically Buddy's Citrus. It's her go-to snack for snack time. She packs it in her lunch. And honestly, they're perfect to toss in a bag for like post-game recovery snacks after kids' soccer games or gymnastics or all the fun activities that your kiddos are into. Buddy's Easy Peel mandarins are California grown right here in the San Joaquin Valley. And they're perfectly sweet, refreshing, and actually very easy for little hands to peel, which is fun. Definitely kid approved. I know the second Liv was able to peel it herself, she just felt like it was a really big win. So it's really sweet. And super important, they're also seedless, which is great for the littles, and grown by a family-owned, family-run operation that genuinely cares about the quality from tree to table, which makes me as a parent feel even more comforted keeping them stocked on my counter, obviously in my beautiful bowl here on Coffee Monday, and sometimes we put them in the fridge to get them extra cold. If you're looking for a fresh, feel-good snack that's local, delicious, and fits real life with kiddos, Buddy's mandarins are definitely it. So grab some next time you're shopping or learn more at buddiescitrus.com.
Sleep, transportation. And here's the thing, like anything, we want to make our lives easier.
Yeah.
Like, hello, like my mom just could not get over the wife warmer. She thought it was like,
Oh my gosh.
what is happening? Like, why do you need a wife warmer or something? Because obviously she never had one. That was not a thing when we were younger. But like, if it helps the baby not cry when you're going to change their diaper, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like anything to like make our lives easier and more efficient, I think people are open to.
Well, and it's funny you say that because that was kind of when I was doing the wife, I did get some feedback or some pushback, like, bombs are what's in right now.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do a wipe. Nobody's using wipes. Like,
Yeah.
I heard that again and again, like wipes it out.
And why? Because of sustainability or whatever?
Well, and originally 6 years ago, yes,
Yeah.
sustainability.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turned just to the cloth. They didn't want the cloth wiping on your face or something.
Yeah.
But everyone had different reasons. I think also just because of Neutrogena or the brands that they had, they are terrible. Like, I wouldn't use those brands personally.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would not use any of these wipes that I see on the market.
Right.
But that's where for me, I'm like, well, but I love wipes. And why can't we just make a better one? Because like you're saying, if it's going to help me, if it's going to be convenient for me, then I want to use it.
Yes.
So even though everyone was like, no, we got to go with the bomb direction. And like, I just don't like using bombs. They're not easy enough for
Totally. And you were essentially doing that with the coconut.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was too hard.
It was too hard.
So
Messy,
easier.
Convenient. I appreciate that. Also,
Yeah.
I live for these. Like, I have these in my purse now all the time. Not only for me, like post-workout, but the kids.
Yeah.
Like, they're so gentle and clean ingredients. Obviously, like, we went to a birthday party a week or so ago, and they had face paint. Well, my son still can dabble in having a nap here and there. And all I could think about is, I don't want Spider-Man
On the
face
couch.
paint, on the couch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we used a Blanc wipe, and it was fantastic.
Great.
Where normally I might have considered like a Neutrogena type wipe, or even having to wash his face, and it never really fully comes off when you first go around.
Right.
So these are great for that.
Oh, I'm glad.
I mean, for many things.
Yeah, honestly, that's so funny because I made it really just for myself to take my makeup off.
Right?
And now it's been so cool because it's so multifaceted. I mean, the ways I've been hearing people using it and who has been benefiting, that's been really cool. And it's really making me feel like, I don't know if I should be called Blanc Beauty. I think I just might switch to Blanc because there's been so many areas where it's not in the beauty category, like people whose children, like you're saying, they have eczema.
Yes.
And they've been putting the coconut oil on their eczema, and they've been seeing a lot of help there. Like, because coconut oil is naturally antifungal, naturally antibacterial. I mean, coconut is incredible. It really is so powerful. I mean, it's so gentle and so soothing and so hydrating, but then also like a fighter too.
Wow.
It's an incredible.
It really is. What I was telling you too, and shout out to all the dance moms out there, because that is a real thing.
I'm pursuing that. That was the best idea.
Literally will
Thank
kill it.
you.
Literally just find a table at the next dance competition and you will sell out.
You have to help me. I'm trying to find the
I will.
competition.
Oh, I got
I'm
you.
like, oh my god,
I
that's
actually
the best
just
idea.
to a friend who's a makeup artist, and her daughter's her own dance.
Yeah.
Like, she's the perfect client.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's genius. So my girls are taking one class. We'll see. I would not.
You're not fully dancing
yet. But I have a lot of friends who are.
Yes.
And I gave them to them to have their girls try because for stage makeup or whatever, they have certain rules on like a little bit of eyeshadow, a little bit of lip, whatever. And they were using Neutrogena wipes.
Yeah.
I mean, perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Since that's prior to Blanc. That's what everybody was using, right?
Right.
And glowing reviews. I could give you
Oh
actually
my
stuff for
gosh.
social media. I should.
Thank you, Brittany. It's so sweet. And
It
so
was great.
Yay, I'm glad. I know. Because it's true, because kids, you don't want to give them all the junky products. But, they've got a full face of makeup.
How are they taking it off? Think about it.
Yeah.
And I asked my friends, I'm like, how are you taking it off?
Yeah.
Neutrogena wipes. I'm like, well, that hurts.
Yeah, because when they're 8, they're not going to be able to really do this full elaborate thing.
And it's a mascara.
Yeah.
Gosh, my younger daughter, my girly girl, she has experimented with mascara recently, and I'm like, I mean, this is not going to be a regular, but getting it off is hard.
Yeah.
We've got a sunny little morning update from our go-to coffee spot, Dutch Bros. They dropped their brand new breakfast-inspired drinks, and let me tell you, they sound warm and delicious. It's like your morning routine, but even better. First, we have the maple waffle latte, which is cozy, comforting, and so delish. It's made with salted caramel, cinnamon, white chocolate, finished with soft top caramel drizzle and sugar sprinkles. It tastes like breakfast in a cup, and you can get it iced. You can get it as a protein latte, which I know a lot of my friends are doing these days, and super cool because you can get your protein with your coffee. You can do it as a freezed or even an iced chai. Then there's the banana bread mocha with soft top, sweet banana, hazelnut, and rich mocha that feels like a treat but still gets you going in the morning. And if you're more of an energy drink person, they have the smooth strawberry rebel, which blends strawberry and banana with the Rebel energy drink and sweet cream. Or you could grab it as a lemonade, and it's a really great non-caffeinated option as well. These are available now at all Dutch Bros locations, but only while supplies last. So sip on the sunny side and start your day off right, and make sure to follow along on their Instagram at Dutch Bros Fresno to get more information and deets on where you can find those.
Well, yeah, so the wipes are actually so hydrating. So my grandpa, he was in the hospital recently and then moved to a nursing home. And he had just such dry, cracked skin. I don't know if you've been around elderly people. Their skin gets so cracked, poor things. And, they're laying in that bed. They're not taking care of a child. They're not kind of movement. And, it's a lot. You have nurses, you have family members that are coming to take care of them. And it's, they fight it a little bit, depending on the grandparent. But my grandpa is, a little reluctant, a little fighter. So it's so easy to just grab a wipe and wipe his hands down, wipe his legs down, wipe his face really quick. Give him some hydration because it hurts when your skin cracks. So that's something that's really nice too, is like for your body and to take care of people. And I've heard cancer patients have been really loving it because their skin gets so dry from the metals that they have. And like they're in the same boat where they're tired and they need somebody to help them and take care of them. And so the wipe is a really easy way to kind of, and coconut oil clean is like too. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win for kids. Like my daughter has eczema, and my niece, a lot of kids now like eczema. Which, what is that? I know. There's we want to deep diving into products, like so many things. There's like how is that more common now? So it's really weird. Yeah, we could have a whole separate conversation about that, but. Yes. I mean, coconut oil, I used to, obviously prior to Blanc, when she was a baby, used to literally put coconut oil all over her. Yeah. And then do like a long sleeve pajama. Yeah. Pajama, just so she could breathe. But then the hard part about the coconut oil is sometimes it would like stains, not stains. Yeah. No, I know into the fabric. It's so strong. Yeah. So I feel like the wipes are more of a gentle approach to this, and it washes out easily. And it's yeah, and there's water in it too, so it's like a little bit more watered down than if you were to just put the straight coconut oil on. Yeah, so yeah, it's been great. I love the product. I hope others love the product too. Because I'm just like, I love it. So love. So tell me about the name. The name Blanc. So like I said, I created it the year I got married. So it's tribute to my maiden name, which is White, and Blanc is white in French.
Love.
So just random, just kind of coming up with something.
It's so good.
That's what works.
And just the sleek and chic design of it all. And I love the green tie.
Yeah.
So good.
I wanted the green because I wanted like it to remind people of nature.
Nature. That's 100% the energy it gives. I love it so much. So now that Blanc is to market, essentially, you're selling it on your website, which is at blancbeauty.com.
Yep.
Okay. And obviously active on social media, Blanc Beauty, all of the things, all the pages, platforms. And then you also sell at the market locally too.
Yes. Yep. The market on Vernon and West.
Love that place.
Yes, it's the best. I love
it. Really is the best. I go in there every so often. They are really good about curating really cool and great products.
Yeah, they are. Well, they're open to trying things,
yes,
which is really fun.
Yeah.
And you don't normally have grocery stores that accessible. I think it's that everything local is so nice because you really have your own touch on it.
Yeah.
Like, when you get bigger with the cheese, you can't just go my fans. It's so much more. It's nice to be local. It's so great. Have connections with people.
Oh, it's one of those places you go in for one thing and you leave with 12.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Yes.
But in the best way.
Yes, in the best way.
You needed all the things.
Yes. Love the market.
Love it. So what else is in store for Blanc? Tell me what people can expect now that you're in the market.
Well, right now we're working on creating a few new products, which not ready to tease just yet because given the last one took 6 years, I don't want to tease too early. But yeah, hopefully just getting into more stores this year and making the product more accessible. I love that.
I love that. That's so great.
Yeah.
And having your fifth baby, that's a huge thing. Yeah, huge. What advice do you have for fellow moms that are trying to do both, trying to work, trying to build a business, but also obviously family at the core?
Yeah. Honestly, I think my advice is just, know your priorities, but don't let other dreams and things go. Like, I think that you just need to water everything because that's where, right now my kids are 5, 3, 2, and 1. So they need me so much right now. So I know that they're my priority right now. But I know one day they're not my possession. They're not meant to be mine to keep forever. Eventually they're going to go off and I can't imagine that.
No, but don't go
I'm
there.
I'm very aware of the phase I'm in right now and how much they need me right now. So that is what I'm going to make my priority. But I'm also very aware that life is multifaceted and I also have dreams and friendships and other things going on in my life. And I still need to water those things. I still need to pour into those things. Not more than my kids or my husband.
Right.
In this phase.
Yeah.
Husband will always get number 1 spot. But
I agree with that.
But I also don't want to let those other things die and let those other things go because, you don't want the kids to be gone one day and then you're like, well, who am I? What am I? So true. Why am I here? What do I do? Have an identity crisis.
Yeah. Which is also really relatable. And that's really forward thinking of you to have that thought right this minute. As a young mom with young kids, a lot of people are just trying to survive. Just make sure, So you do it with grace. You do it with a lot of maturity, which is really admirable.
Well, I think it's like you're saying, being on the offense versus the defense,
100%.
right? Walking into that purpose and knowing it's a phase instead of drowning in it,
I have 3, and 2 of the 3 are in real school. Yeah, they're in preschool. But it is when the kids start school, I'm seeing a lot of transition with my friends, my family, how they're literally in school from, 7:45, 8-ish to 2:30-ish.
Yeah.
That's a good chunk of the day. I get most all of my work done from 8 to 2. Catch me before, catch me after if you need to. But when I am on my computer and I am doing the thing and I am in the moment present, 8 to 2, I always say nobody's more productive than a working mom because I know they have a window to fill as much as they can with it, right?
Yeah.
So that's been great, but I've seen a shift in some of my friends who are just sort of looking for what that next step looks like, right? And that's so relatable now that you're thinking about that, right? So you're building so that by the time you get there, you already have a lot going on and you can sort of build on that if you want, or be able to take a step back if you want.
Right.
You have the freedom to do that, which is really great.
And it's been nice having the kids during this time because I'm building my dreams and my business around them, not the other way around. You know,
Right.
So it's like I want to pursue this and I want to take opportunities, but nothing's going to take me away so much that I'm going to miss out on my children's childhood. You know,
Are you good about that? You have good boundaries to say no, and
yeah, I have good boundaries to say no, but also they're also little. They're home with me. None of them are in school yet, or maybe never. I think with kids, the homeschooling they're out, we're going right now because for me, I'm like, I don't know that I could give all of you the time, love, and attention if I put all of you in school. So right now they are,
and there's that. Then they okay. So through homeschooling, that's a huge commitment.
Yes, but I did decide this year I'm not going to be a teacher.
Okay,
I think I will hire a teacher to teach them.
Yeah.
Right now with the 3-year-old, the 2-year-old, I mean, it's ABCs.
Totally.
Yeah. So it's homeschooling is a loose term right now.
Yeah.
But so I am home with them a lot. So I'm with them all the time. So when I do leave them, I don't feel guilty because I'm like,
I'll see you.
Like
today.
We're together all the time.
Mommy got dressed up.
Yeah.
She's like a glam.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Wouldn't recognize me normally. But yes.
What's a day in life like? Like if you have, let's say, Blanc meetings or things you want to get done. Like give me a play-by-play. More
Well, so it's funny. The first 5 years of being a mom, it was just me and the kids all day, every day.
Yeah.
Going outside and going to parks. Blanc was barely anything. It was a couple, maybe 2 emails a month. Like it was like just slow moving pieces was nothing. And then we would just be outside together a lot or having plays with friends, trying to be really social.
Mm-hmm.
And then nowadays, since Blanc's launch, we did hire a girl to help us. So she comes over now a couple hours during the week, Monday through Friday. So we wake up, we have a slow morning, we have breakfast together, we read the Bible at the table, and then they help me clean up a little bit. We get dressed, we sit outside, and then I try not to look at anything or do anything until she gets there. She gets there, and then, like you're saying, that window. I have a couple hours.
Yes.
I get everything done I needed in that window, and then once she's gone, normally around 3, then I'm just mobbed again and ready to sit at night. So it's just that balance.
Yeah. I do feel like flexibility is everything. I think about that often. You know, I've done the grind. I've done the insane hours, got paid a ton for working those hours, but it was just exhausting. That was like pre-marriage, pre-kids. And I remember I was in that life and my husband worked for his family business at the time when we met and we were getting married. And I'll never forget, I was like going to take off a Friday for a wedding because we were also in the phase of like everybody was getting. Yeah, we had like 14 weddings. And
Oh my goodness.
wow. Yeah.
My max was 7, so that he leveled it.
No, I know. It's crazy. But, and they were like, you have to request for a time off. After I just said, literally worked my Nina White off.
Yeah.
I get it. Company policy. No shade to the company. I love my position so much, but this was like before the time when remote work was like not even a thing.
Yeah.
You know, now
everybody works
literally
it's
freaking a person anymore.
Yes.
And post COVID, we're on a hybrid schedule. So like we're in, we're out. Whoever wants to come in the office is yours to use.
Yeah.
We have a new puppy, so I've been working from home a little bit more than usual, but like we're in, we're out, we're at shoots, all the things. So I do like that flexibility of it. But I remember thinking going into my marriage, I can't live like this anymore.
Yeah.
It's not fair to my husband. It's not fair to our marriage. It was just like not a healthy lifestyle. Yeah. Just being like insane. We was insane hours.
Yeah. Overworked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, they say as an entrepreneur, you can probably attest to this too. You make more money and work less. Excellent. You make less and potentially work more, but the work doesn't feel as much of a grind. At least I feel that way. It's more like you're passionate.
Yes, it's
You
fun.
want to do it. It's on your terms. It's on your and it's the flexibility to that that's most valuable.
Yeah.
Over anything.
Yes, for sure. Because it's like you wake up every day like excited, or at least that's how I feel right now. Like no one's forcing me to do this. Like I want to do this. It's just the best.
It's the best. Like
so much fun.
I know.
And also like I just don't really, I think walking the walk is so much more valuable than talking the talk. And like, I don't want to have to tell my kids, follow your dreams, follow your dreams. I just want to follow mine and lead by suit, you know, and lead by example. Like, how can I tell them the world's your oyster? Don't be afraid. Go for this, go for that. If I'm not doing it myself, you know.
So true.
So,
And they're little sponges.
they are.
They catch on to everything.
Well, and that's like my parents, I realize now as an adult what a gift they were because they're entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And I remember being young and being like, wow, I can't wait to be 40 or 50 years old. It looks like so much fun. And like, now I'm like, that's so funny because I don't think most people
like, I don't want to be 40 or 50.
But they really were having so much fun. Like,
yeah.
they just went for their dreams and they didn't let anything hold them back. And it was just really inspiring to see. So I just knew, like, you know, if I want my kids to, all the traits I want my kids to have, I need to exhibit them myself.
It's so true.
And then they'll naturally
get that.
You know?
Or they may be inspired in a different way, right?
Mhm,
like
yeah.
both of my parents are entrepreneurs as well. So I kind of do feel like it was in my blood.
Yeah.
My sisters. I feel, and we're all different, very different.
Mhm.
That's where I could like translated that experience. Same.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like you either do or don't.
Yeah.
Like want.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because it can be scary for people. It can be overbearing, intimidating. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Like, which is fine. Like, not meant for everyone.
Yes.
Right?
I was born definitely with the desire in the church. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You either have it kind of where you don't.
Or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
This has been so fun, too.
It has been fun. Thank you so much
great.
for having me on.
Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to see the growth of Blanc.
Yeah.
And can't wait to hear more. By the time this episode drops, I'm sure you'll be in more stores. You'll be selling all the things and nursing your new baby and doing all the
That'll be great.
Yeah. Well, how can people stay in touch? Social media.
Yeah, social media, Instagram,
Yeah.
Blanc Beauty Wipes, or just keep up with our website, blancbeauty.com. We try to keep everything updated there and where we'll be in store and all the things like that. So either those two look good.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, coffee cheers.
Cheers.
Love it.
Love it.
Thanks for joining us on Coffee Monday today. Feel free to rate and review this episode, and we're always open to receiving your guest suggestions by submitting them on our website, coffeemondaypodcast.com, or our Instagram at Coffee Monday Podcast. And don't forget, you can now stream full episodes of Coffee Monday anytime on the brand new KC24 and CBS 47 streaming app, now available on Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple TV.